Welcome back to the run. We have quite the busy Tuesday and a lot of setup to do for our chores, so let's get right into it. Starting off mostly where we left off, we begin Tuesday by stealing a stealth boy from Prim and heading to Sloan, where I use it to sneak past the mutants so I can take the shortcut. I also make sure to mark Neil's shack, as I plan on coming back here to collect yet another important weapon at a later date. Once I'm free of the rabbit boulders, I take a small detour towards the Repcon building, taking the tour so I can grab a clipboard, and I resist the urge to do the thing. I said I'm resisting the urge to do the thing. I'm not doing it. I'm not. You can't make me. To cope with my inability to do the bit, I come across some ants who want to sign my petition. Now, here comes a hidden problem and benefit of the piss mod. It requires the realistic fire mod to properly work, and that mod is nuts. Anything that deals any fire damage whatsoever makes enemies start panicking before they rush to put themselves out. And that means I will do the same. And yeah, these aren't just normal ants, they're the spicy flavor. Worse yet, I can't even whip it out to test if my piss can relieve my burns, because of all that flinching. But, at the very least, after a well-timed grenade, I get to watch the Battle of the Ages. I'm heading to Vegas soon, so I think it's about time I start grabbing some more caps. I need to be able to get past the Securitrons somehow. I head over to the gunrunners and start dumping all of the useless items and weapons that I stole from the people, places, and corpses. Then move over to the waste to start scavenging for more supplies. I plan on selling these at Mick and Ralph's, though along the way, I end up getting attacked by some mad Brahmin. Silly cows, I'm not doing Saturday and Sunday. Every day is Apocalypse Weekend in New Vegas. Not being nearly satisfied enough with Mick and Ralph's earnings, I also do the trick of dragging stuff to the bathroom of the Silver Rest to steal from them, but they don't have nearly enough caps to justify the actions I've taken. Upset at their frugality, I leave an explosive load in their bouncers' pants and start blowing the everything out of the boss lady and her guards. Well, to be honest, it's more like they start exploding me. Turns out a mostly broken set of armor that barely exists in this world anymore. It's not a very good choice of protection, believe it or not. So their energy weapons tear right through me. I'm forced to fuck around by ducking in and taking a few pot shots with my sledgehammer, or my grenade rifle, before tucking out and healing by either eating enough to kill a horse, or by sleeping on the nearby bed in the abandoned house. At some point, I started dipping in and out so hard that I somehow broke the game. I got a glitch I have legit never seen before, and I just could not find anywhere. I'm completely invulnerable to all forms of damage, but only when I'm in first-person mode. I wrote this part of the script while this was happening to show off how weird it is. I mean, I'm looking down. You can see the lasers and plasma are hitting where I am, so what gives? I even tried third-person mode, and going there hurts me. You can hear the dude's pained grunts in the lowered audio. He's getting hurt. It's just the first-person mode that I don't take damage. Well, since I'm here, and I'm immortal, I decide to put my weaker weapons to the test and whip out my .357 revolver. Oh, right, I forgot to mention I took Joe Cobb's revolver. Not that it really matters, of course. I only took it because it kinda looked like the revolver from Postal 2. But I later on realized that there was a far better choice of weapon that looked much closer to Postal 2's. At the very least, it made some not-so-short work of the plasma goons. It seems a little bit cheap to just continue being immortal to kill the Van Graffs. But hey, at least this guy approves. I just noticed my penis is 1 pound. I thought you all deserved to know that. I take and loot all of the gear inside of the Silver Rush, repairing it to make it worth some caps, and then question how they managed to sell so many goods so quickly when I encounter the Void upstairs. That just seems like poor working conditions if you ask me. As funny as it is being an immortal piss staker, I can't stay immortal forever, or else this run would just be so boring. Thankfully, quick saving seems to fix the issue, as the Kings point out to me very kindly. I sell as much of the Van Graff stuff I can at Mick and Ralph's, getting so many caps from the armor in particular, that I can afford to splurge a bit and obtain my next weapon, the sawed-off shotgun. This is by far the best weapon that isn't just an explosive device in Postal 2, and this bad boy still packs a pretty strong punch in Vegas. This thing's kickback makes it an impressive short-range burst tool, especially when paired with Dragon's Breath rounds that really turn up the heat. Just like my I sell the other suit at the Gun Runners again to purchase what, at the time, I thought was my last melee weapon, the katana. It's basically the machete, but more, with its upgrades making it a truly fierce weapon worthy of its legacy. Finally prepared, I enter the tops and meet Benny Coleman, whose raw power is so great it makes me level up. I watch some guy moonwalk in as I approach the legend himself, and nearly die after the unique dialogue added into this cursed bastard's face.
What you talking about, asshole?
I purposefully let myself get tricked and talk to Yes Man in the tops, and then head to the cove after the furry gives me information on where to go, though perhaps they should have given me more directions than just east. I got myself lost in Morningstar Tavern. After slaughtering a couple Night Stalkers, I'm actually pleasantly surprised to find my next weapon. Oh my god, there are so goddamn many! Ah! The 10mm submachine gun, my MP5 stand-in. I'm not really sure which of these is better, my 9mm or my 10mm, but at the very least, this ammo type will be a little easier to find moving forward. I surprise test my katana out on some of the Night Stalkers that returned right as I left, and I end up leveling up from it, taking arguably the best melee perk in the game, Super Slam. For those of you who don't know, it basically gives you a chance to fling someone across the room whenever you hit them with a melee attack, leaving them at your mercy for a few seconds, and it ends up stacking. It's the same exact thing Linnaeus does to you whenever he hits you with his sword. However, instead of actually using this perk, me and some geckos tear out the dragon rounds on some rad scorpions before we turn on each other in a bloody mess. I do eventually make it to Caesar and decide to clear out the bunker and upgrade the Securitrons. I'm going for a Yes Man ending, and there is literally only one reason why. I want to pee on Mr. House. With my future armory upgraded, I return to Caesar, and it's about time I get my chores done.
It's been a while since I've confessed. Hope I can remember everything. Let's see. Oh yeah, like I'll ever find that. Oh yeah, I gotta get that petition signed. Good thing I'm a people person. Guess I can do that anywhere. Stupid library book, bitch can't even read. Now where is that? Ooh, Gary's in town. I used to love what's happening. Let's see. I guess this crap ain't gonna get done by itself.
Chore 1, Gary Coleman's autograph. The book is in Caesar's tent, so I just kill Benny Coleman and dip the book in his blood. And for good measure, I play with his body like a toddler. Now, I'm not saying that's what he would have wanted after he died, but that's exactly what I'm saying he would have wanted after he died. I make a quick return to Goodsprings to heal my legs up, and I witness Ringo using his telekinesis again before I complete my next task. Chore 2, return the library books. Okay, there are no libraries, so I just sell some of the books around the strip to pay for my late fee while I shop for some ammo. While I'm in town, I decided an even better way to kill a house would be the cowhead bombs I can craft, but when I level up, for some reason, I can't take the perk? Turns out it's not survival, it's science I need, and I just can't read. I mean, I guess it's nice that corn heals me more or some shit, but wow, that is disappointing. With no way to make cowheads, I decide to go heal myself and stock up on some more ammo, and have a little fun. Killing these guys will never get old, though to my surprise, I'm actually attacked by a Diglett with a gun. Surprise Pokemon won't stop me from making off with all their caps and drugs, though, as well as another new weapon, the Flamer. Flamers are just flamethrowers, which, in Postal 2, is literally just a can of hairspray and a lighter, but who cares? There's only a couple priests in New Vegas as far as I'm aware, and they're all in a DLC, so it's Joshua Graham time. I have to leave most of my melee weapons and stuff I was gonna sell behind, but it's alright, because I have two things to get here that will replace them. The hatchet, which, I'm gonna be completely honest, I forgot was in Postal 2 entirely until I looked it up after some core memories were unlocked. And, more importantly, the 45 pistol. The 45 is based on the M1911 pistol, and that is the exact canonical type of pistol that the Postal dude uses in Postal 2, and what's more, I can even afford to fully upgrade it. I should really rename Honest Hearts to the Weapon Finder DLC, as I find even more weapons here. The lever-action shotgun and the hunting shotgun, the later of which is basically Postal 2's regular shotgun. There really isn't much else to say about Honest Hearts, or at least anything else I'm willing to share. See, there was one itty-bitty tiny teeny tiny problem here. Fuck recording for this goddamn run! Oh my god. I was in the Mojave, and I only crashed once, and that was when I decided to pee on Ringo. But no! Honest Hearts comes along and be like, hey, how many times do you want to crash? Oh, hey, I don't know. How about 12? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Hey, how about you crash right at the end of quests repeatedly, so I have to keep doing them all over again. I have more footage of this goddamn DLC than I do of the Mojave because of how often I had to redo stuff. Fuck me clockwise! I hate this goddamn DLC and recording for this goddamn... Anyways, Tour 4, signing the petition. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that in Postal 2, the chainsaw might be a melee weapon, but it's considered a gas weapon? That's why I didn't include it as the melee weapons. There's only one real person whose signature matters in New Vegas, so to prepare, I grab a couple cow heads from some Brahmin and start making some lovely gifts for him. It took lots of dynamite and cleaner from scavenging places and buying them from stores, and I had just about enough to make 8 heads. After collecting the signature of the most important man in Vegas, I thank him for his time with a... Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I think I broke the game harder than I thought when I was picking on the Van Graffs. I didn't bring it up earlier while I was fighting the robots in the bunker, because I thought I was just getting unlucky with geometry. But it seems that Thrown Explosive specifically just stopped working on anything but myself. I don't even know how to fix this.
Shit.
So, I guess I just have a couple rotting cow heads in my back pocket for no real reason. Well, at least I can enjoy playing A.
Close enough. Time to head home.
With my final chore done, I can safely say Tuesday is also done, thank God, and I can finally head home.
Did you get Gary Coleman's autograph? I can get a small fortune for it on eBay.
Right, a small fortune. Say, aren't those things more valuable after the person is, deceased?
Yes. Why?
No reason. Can I borrow your computer?